What if everything you held dear, your perfect family, your dream home, your hard-earned success, could shatter in a single evening? John had built what he thought was an unbreakable marriage over 20 years. Then, one ordinary Tuesday, he walked into his Upper East Side brownstone and heard words that would redefine his life. "I'm going on a date tonight. Just for one night." This isn't just a divorce story. It's a raw testament to self-respect, a battle for truth, and a second shot at love when you least expect it. My name is John, and for 2 decades, Sarah and I were, or so I believed, rock solid. We'd crafted a life in Manhattan that I cherished, raising our 2 amazing kids, Emily, 16, and Michael, 14. I was a mechanical engineer, finding satisfaction in my work, while Sarah excelled as a corporate accountant. We were active, connected, and deeply bonded, or so I thought. Our daughter Emily, a true daddy's girl, mirrored my love for math and science, often declaring she'd follow in my engineering footsteps. Weekends were spent at car shows, restoring my vintage Corvettes in our garage in Westchester. Boy problems, girl stuff. That was Sarah's territory. Everything else? Emily came to me. Michael, our son, was different. Literature, civics, dreams of law school. Sarah was his anchor. It felt balanced, harmonious. But lately, Sarah had become distant, her mind clearly elsewhere. Vague reassurances were all I got when I asked what was wrong. Then came that Tuesday. The house was eerily silent. No dinner smells, no Emily rushing to greet me. I found a black dress, stilettos, and lingerie spread out on our bed. Sarah was in the bathroom, applying makeup. "Going out?" I asked, loosening my tie. "Yes," she said, not even looking at me. "The outfit?" I gestured. "I have a date." Her tone was ice. Unease turned to dread. "Date? Dressed like that? Where are the kids?" "Friends," she said too quickly. "Just one night. I need to feel wanted again." Disbelief choked me. "If you're planning to cheat, at least wait until we're divorced." "There won't be a divorce, John," she sighed, like I was a child. "Just one night. If you loved me, you'd understand." Loved her? "If you loved me, you wouldn't even think about this." Another sigh. "I do love you, but I'm getting older. Chad, he's younger. Been flirting for months, just this once." My fists clenched. "You'd risk 20 years for one night with some kid?" "Not risking anything," she said calmly. "I'll be back, normal again. But threaten divorce and I'll fight for everything. House, assets, kids. I'll turn them against you if I have to." Her words hit like a physical blow. "You're saying you love me, and you'd do all that?" "Yes, because I need this," she said, face blank. "It's just one night. It won't change anything. Maybe it'll even make us better." "And when this need comes again?" She shrugged. "Just one night. Maybe." "If you leave tonight, Sarah, we're done." She rolled her eyes, grabbed a clutch, checked her reflection. "Ridiculous!" she said, and walked out. A car horn honked. "Sarah, this is it," I yelled as she reached the door, a dismissive smile. "I'll be back." And then she was gone. The door clicked shut, and with it, our life. 20 years. Blindsided. No fights. Intimacy seemed fine. But here it was. Sophia wasn't coming back the same. Neither was I. I started packing. Our spacious home, now empty, felt suffocating. I moved to the guest room, essentials only. No-fault divorce. I knew the drill. Lose the house, custody, half our savings. New York courts favored the wife. In my home office, I took control. Half our savings to my account, canceled credit cards, applied for new ones. Monday, I'd redirect my pay, review investments. Jameson in hand, sleep evaded me. Replaying weeks, months. Could I have seen this? Stopped it? Should I have done more? By morning, one thing was clear. The life I knew was gone. No going back. Shower, jeans, t-shirt, breakfast alone. Silence. Around 9, Sarah breezed in, all casual indifference. "Morning, honey. See? Back already." No response. The night had brought clarity, disrespect, disregard. I wouldn't tolerate it. Reasoning was pointless. She'd always find a way. Affection was gone, replaced by her threats, her condescension. "Sweetheart, where are you?" she called, tone playful. "I even tidied up." She found me in the office, beaming. "Now that I'm home, nonsense over." Kissing motions, arms outstretched. I stepped back, voice sharp. "Don't touch me. God knows where you've been." Her grin faltered. "If you want to come near me, full STD panel, notarized. Intimacy? Forget it. Wouldn't touch you if you paid me." Shock turned to fury. "Still sulking? Ridiculous tantrum." She turned. "Going to bed. Hopefully by the time I wake up you'll be over this." She marched off. I smirked. Minutes later, stomping back. "What the hell? Clothes? Stuff? What have you done?" Calmly. "Not sure what you mean. Everything's where it should be." "No, it's not. Closet, drawers, empty." "Must be mistaken," I said coolly. "And if you think of that as our room, mistake number 1. My things are in my new room." Her face hardened. "We'll see about that. Week to stop this nonsense, back to normal." "Not until that notarized report," I shot back, turning to my computer. Day in the office, prepping. Apartments online, viewing set for Tuesday. Financial documents printed for my lawyer on Monday. Divorce would be costly, but I'd be ready. Dinner time. Emily poked her head in. "Dad, dinner." Sarah had gone all out, dressed up, charm offensive in full swing. Wine poured, leaning in. I stepped back, dumped the wine. Jameson instead. Kids at the table, tension palpable. I joined them, ignoring Sarah's attempts at conversation, her meticulously prepared meal. My favorites, untouched. "Dad, not eating?" Michael asked. "Not hungry," I said, sipping whiskey. Strained meal, then back to my office, leaving Sarah to clean up. Later, computer off, keys out. Quiet restaurant, solitary dinner. Bar, a few drinks. Home late. Sarah's light on. Slammed my guest room door, locked it, wedged a chair. Knob turning, knocking. Silence. Morning, early. Football. 3 games, couch-bound all day. Pot of coffee, omelets. Emily walked in. "Morning, sweetheart. Omelet?" "Sure." Juice, table. Michael shuffled in, omelet promised, plates served. Sarah appeared, mug in hand, scowling at the empty pot. "Really? Couldn't leave any?" "Pot's right there," I said calmly. "You know how to make more." Eye roll. "You're cooking now?" "Already done," I replied, handing Michael his plate, then leaving the kitchen. Midday, couch, game on. Sarah entered, plate of food, beer. "Brought this so you wouldn't miss anything." Without a glance, I swept it off the table. Crash. Floor. Her face froze. Kitchen, another beer. Mess for her to clean. We need to talk. Her voice tight. Game's on, I replied curtly. Kids are noticing. Fix this. They'll notice more when I move out, I said flatly. You're not moving out, no divorce, she declared, storming off. Halftime. Emily and Michael approached, worried. Dad, what's going on? Emily asked, hesitant. You have a right to know, I said steadily. Mom and I are getting divorced. Not because of you. We both love you. It's between us. Michael, confused. Why? Deep breath. Because your mother made a choice I can't forgive. Even after I told her how much it hurt. Emily shifted, uneasy. Her date last Friday? She asked hesitantly. I froze. You knew? Yeah, she admitted. Mom said you were upset. So you're aware she betrayed me? I watched their reactions. No, Emily corrected, voice firm. She didn't betray you. She was up front. Just one night, Dad. 20 years. If you loved her, you'd let it go. Her words stung. If she loved me, being with another man wouldn't have crossed her mind. Dad, just one night, Emily pressed. She promised it wouldn't happen again. Exhale. Promises. 17 years ago, she vowed faithfulness before God, family, friends. Why trust any promise now? But you also vowed to stick by her, no matter what, Michael interjected quietly. True, I nodded. But when she broke her vow, she freed me from mine. Emily's frown deepened. Breaking up our family over one mistake? Why are you the villain? Villain? She broke her word, not me. She wants to move on, Emily argued, frustration rising. You're keeping this alive. Painfully clear, they weren't listening. Sarah had spun it, justified herself, painted me as stubborn, prideful. Exhausted, I let it drop, couch-bound as they left. Dinner smell filled the house, ignored it. Michael came for me. Dinner's ready. Keys instead. Sports bar game, I replied, cutting him off, trying to convince me to eat Sarah's cooking. Burger, beers. Home late, slammed the guest room door, locked it. Chair wedged. Sarah knocked. Silence. Monday morning, early. Financial advisor. New investment account. Direct deposit changed. Sarah removed as beneficiary, replaced by Emily and Michael. Work, boss confided in. Understanding. Flexibility for court dates. Lawyer confirmed worst fears. Contentious divorce. Custody dependent on kids' opinions. Not encouraging. Evening. Avoided home. Sports bar. Monday night football. Sarah's calls unanswered. Emily texted, confronting me about ignoring them. No response. Home late, house colder than ever. Office, bed. Tuesday, earlier departure. Apartments toured. Modest 2-bedroom found, lease signed for Saturday move-in. Thrift store, basic furniture, delivery scheduled. Home that night. No place set at dinner. Bitterness chuckled. Suited me fine. Sandwich, beer, office retreat. Later, Emily confronted me. Dad, why are you acting like this? Because your mom disrespected me, shattered trust, didn't care about the fallout, I said evenly. Destroying our family over something so small. One night, she retorted. One night, I repeated, fixing her with a look. Imagine your future. Husband says he's spending a night with someone younger, prettier. How would you feel? She faltered. Wouldn't like it. But if he promised one-time thing, I'd try to forgive. If he told you beforehand, technically not cheating, right? Picture your wedding, vows. Imagine him saying he planned to sleep with someone else later. Devastating? I asked, returning to my work. No answer. Wednesday, home. Both sets of parents waiting. Intervention. John, Sarah's father began. Disappointed in her actions, but this reaction too much. One mistake in 20 years doesn't justify tearing family apart. Not just a mistake, I said firmly. Calculated. Waited until last minute to tell me. No chance to respond. Deliberate. She didn't cheat, my mom said gently. Told you beforehand. Didn't ask permission, I snapped. Told her how much it hurt. She did it anyway. Warned her consequences. Son, my dad said, calm, resolute. Understand you're hurt. Think about family. Sarah loves you. Counseling? Drained by their siding with her, I left the room. Jeans, boots, walked past them silently. Sports bar for dinner. Home, house, dark, still. Dreary rhythm continued all week. Avoided Sarah. Kids frosty. Friday, still no canceled credit card discovery. Figured weekend shopping would reveal it. That night, Sarah in my office, provocatively dressed, frustrated. Kids are out, she said sharply. Time to put this behind us. Come back to bed. Expressionless glance. Not happening. Not unless you prove you're clean. Stop being ridiculous, she snapped. I need you back. Not interested, I replied, turning a page in my book. Won't come back? Just call Chad again, she threatened. So much for one-time thing, I said dryly, dripping sarcasm. Enough, she yelled, frustration boiling. You keep pushing me away. Don't blame me if I end up with someone else. Go ahead, do whatever you want, I replied coldly. Just let me know if he's coming here so I can leave. Tires screeched as she sped away. 30 minutes later, empty house. Packing. Bed apart, belongings in the truck. Office sofa for the night. Next morning, keys to my new apartment, moved in with neighbors' help. Returned to the brownstone for office furniture. Recliner. Neighbor's teenage son helped. Evening, Emily called, voice worried. Dad, where are you? Home, sweetheart, I said evenly. No, you're not. Office empty, spare rooms cleared, recliner gone, truck's not here. Her tone rising. You're right. Moved into an apartment. Divorce. Might buy a house later. Her voice cracked. God, Dad, you're such a jerk. Thought you loved us. I do, honey. Always will, I reassured her. Just not enough to stay? She shot back. Not abandoning you, I said gently. You, Michael, always welcome to visit. Still be here for you both. You left us! You're tearing this family apart! She shouted, voice shaking. No, sweetheart, I said firmly. Your mother made that choice. I warned her what would happen if she went on that date. She went anyway. She thought you loved her enough to forgive her, Emily said, anger softening to sorrow. And I thought she loved me enough not to betray me, I replied. Weight settling. Fine, whatever, she muttered, and hung up. Last time I heard her voice, voicemails, texts, deleted them all. Hollow attempt at reconciliation. Couldn't ignore how she and Michael had always sided with Sarah. Hurt, but accepted bond broken. Phone away, back to work on the Corvette. Divorce. Nightmare. Sarah resisted everything. Counseling, alimony. Convinced her to pay for counseling. Therapist seemed biased. 12 sessions. Even the counselor gave up. Sarah contested everything. petty items, old poster, Bud Light lamp. Painful process, disrupt kid time. Final order issued. Half mortgage, $2,000 child support, thousands spousal support for 5 years, ending only if she remarried. Papers barely dry, Sarah moved Chad in, siphoning half my paycheck. Frustrated, determined, cashed out investments, bought a fixer-upper in Queens to start over. Days consumed by repairs. Sarah made kid visits impossible. When I did see them, cold, hostile. Eventually, they said they didn't want to see me. Forcing it would deepen resentment. Stepped back. Gifts, cards, letters for birthdays, holidays, returned unopened. Checks, however, always cashed. College funds, terse, dismissive responses. Clear Sarah had poisoned them. Coping, home projects, avoided distractions. Thanksgiving call to my mom. Hosting this year? Pause. Yes, but Sarah, her parents, kids coming, bringing Chad. Might be awkward for you. Really, Mom? Choosing my ex-wife, her boyfriend, over me? Anger simmering. Just trying to keep relationship with grandkids, John. This is your fault. Should have done more to keep family together. Fine. Christmas Eve? Sarah's. Christmas Day, forget it, I snapped. Consider me out of the family. Hung up. Christmas Eve. Die hard alone. Mom's texts, calls, ignored. Kids' packages, returned, unopened. 5 years later, wedding announcement. Sarah married Chad. Weekend after last spousal support payment. Michael turned 18, child support ended. Marked it by getting drunk. Felt like I'd given everything, cast aside. Financial obligations over, resolved to move on. But one issue lingered. Half mortgage, name still on deed. Divorce agreement. Sarah temporary residency until Michael finished high school, but I was entitled to half house value. Time to settle. Contacted lawyer. Divorce. House worth $300,000. $200,000 equity. Now $500,000. $450,000 equity. $50,000 mortgage left. My share significant. Not just money. Reclaiming justice. Week later, Sarah, livid call. John, what's going on? Realtor here with listing contract? Deed has both our names. Need your signature to sell, I said calmly. Not selling! My home! She shouted. Buy me out, I replied. Otherwise we sell, split proceeds. Not giving you $100,000 for a house that's mine, she fumed. Good thing I'm not asking for $100,000. Equity, $450,000. My half, $225,000. Let's call it $225,000 with furniture, I said evenly. You're insane! Not giving you a dime. Slammed phone. Satisfied laugh. Finally, my turn to set terms. 2 months later, court verdict. My favor. Sarah accountable for court costs, legal fees, buyout, totaled $275,000, house appraised higher than expected. Burden mostly on Chad. He'd regret it. Money, finished renovating house, built workshop. Leftover, pickup truck. Rough condition, solid chassis, worthwhile project. Took it apart, piece by piece, cleaned, painted, rear differential serviceable, but rebuilt it from scratch. Borg Warner T10 manual 4-speed transmission, 427 big block engine, countless hours upgrading, found engine online, shipped, disassembled for machining, forged crankshaft, high compression pistons, reinforced camshaft, polished cylinder heads, blower, chrome valve covers, polished aluminum details, steel-braided hoses. Powerful, sleek design. First test drive. Thrilling. Floored it on the freeway, rear tires lost traction. Realized power. Drove with caution. Weeks later, public car show. Restored 70 Corvette next to pristine 67 GTO. Redheads, woman my age, teenage daughter. No man. Older woman, no wedding ring. "Good morning, stunning GTO," I said, hoping to talk. "Thanks. Like your truck, too," she replied, warm smile. "First time showing it." "Yes, I'm John." "Jessica, this is Ashley." "Nice to meet you, John." "Been to shows before. Day mingling with car enthusiasts. No awards, but enjoyable." Jessica confided marriage ended due to husband's infidelity. GTO, leverage in divorce, secured child support. Ashley, straightforward, spirited, openly angry at father's betrayal. Show over, dinner invitation, accepted. Shared my story. Jessica and Ashley, genuine sympathy. Surprised kids blamed me. "Terrible, John," Jessica said sincerely. "Seemed like a good man. Didn't deserve that." Exchanged numbers. Ashley winked, thumbs up. Next weekend, Jessica and I, dinner, dancing. Cheek kiss at the end. Ashley greeted us, another thumbs up. Few more dates, lasagna at my house. They joked house needed woman's touch. Soon after, apartment visit. Jessica's cooking amazing. 2 weeks later, slow dancing. Jessica whispered, "Take me home." Hesitated, unsure. She laughed. "To your home." Brought my regular truck that night. Back at my place, night together. Morning, breakfast. Months later, proposed. Yes, simple courthouse wedding. Jessica and Ashley moved in. Ashley started calling me Daddy. Filled a part of me I hadn't realized was missing. Life complete. Occasional challenges. Ashley and I butted heads. Teenager after all. But she respected me. Jessica and I's love made everything worthwhile. Year later, unfamiliar number. "Hello?" "Dad?" Excited voice. "It's Emily. Great news. Getting married." "Wonderful to hear from you," I replied, surprised. "Congratulations." "Want you to come to the wedding," she continued quickly. "But Chad's paying, walking me down the aisle. Wouldn't be front row, but still want you there." "Chad?" I repeated, tone steady. "Man your mother had affair with?" "Yes, but Dad, listen," she said, voice softening. "Trying to rebuild things with you. Please come." "Sorry, Emily. Can't do it. Your mother's choices shattered our family. You've defended her. Now asking me to step aside, another man take my place on your wedding day." "Fine," she snapped. "But don't expect to see your grandkids." "If you're raising them to believe things you do, might be best," I said calmly. "You're such a jerk. Mom was right." Yelled, hung up. Last time I heard her voice. Voicemails, texts, deleted. Hollow attempt at reconciliation. Couldn't ignore how she and Michael always sided with Sarah. Hurt, accepted bond irreparably broken. Phone away, back to work on the Chevy pickup. Simpler project, 350 engine upgrade. Unbeknownst to me, Ashley picked up my phone later. Meanwhile, Emily wrestled with emotions. My remarriage, relationship with Ashley stirred deep regrets. Memories of wanting to live with me, swayed by her mother's manipulations, rushed back. Ashley's words about having great dad stung. Torn. Shared feelings with mother, grandmothers, taken aback by my absence. "Thought Dad would have let go of Grudge by now," she admitted. "Now he's remarried, this Ashley. Called, bragged about how great her life is thanks to Mom's mistake. Family shocked I got married. Didn't tell them. Grandmother murmured, 'Visit unsettled on wedding day.' Wedding day." Emily couldn't shake sadness at my absence. Still, resolved to enjoy it. Pushed aside regret. Carter, ready to walk her down aisle, stretched out his hand, but he turned away, leaving her momentarily frozen. As she walked, Carter by her side, joy surged through her. Loved ones filled room, warm smiles, gentle whispers. Ahead, Alan, soon-to-be husband, grin steady, reassuring. Next to him, Michael, groomsman, encouraging smile. Tears pricked eyes as she approached. Carter lifted veil, kissed cheek, placed hand in Alan's. Moment felt nearly perfect. Minister's voice cut through emotion. "Who gives this bride away?" "Her mother and I do," Carter replied, pride firm. Amidst happiness, unshakable unease crept into Emily's heart. Tried to bury it, focused on Alan's loving gaze. Began vows, voice wavered, forsaking all others. Betrayal images flashed, unbidden, vivid. Pang of understanding, reliving father's pain. Voice broke. "I understand now," she said abruptly, cutting through quiet room. Alan frowned. "What do you mean?" "Everything," Emily said, voice steadier, trembling emotion. Turned to him, expression raw, vulnerable. "Alan, do you really love me?" "Of course I do," he replied, concerned. "Why ask?" "I love you too," she said, conviction. "And I want to marry you, but not today." Looked at guests, whispers louder. "Sorry, everyone. Can't go through with this. Not now. Please enjoy reception. Carter's already taken care of everything." Taking Alan's hand, walked back up aisle, stunned crowd behind. "Sarah," Carter intercepted. Shock, anger. Sarah's voice cracked, frustrated. "Emily, what are you doing?" "Need to fix something I got wrong long ago," Emily said firmly, resolve unwavering. "What are you talking about?" Sarah pressed, urgent, sharp, Emily's voice cold. "I blame Dad for the divorce. Wasn't his fault. Yours. You cheated, Mom." Sarah's face hardened. "I am your mother. Watch your tone. Respect." Emily's voice rose, thick emotion. "How can I respect you after what you did? Hurt Dad in ways I only now understand. Saw it clearly today, imagining hurting Alan same way." Sarah faltered, confident demeanor cracking. Tears welled. "I never meant to hurt anyone," she murmured. "But you did," Emily said sharply. "And I can't ignore it anymore. I know about James Perez, Coach Lee, even landscaper. I've seen proof." Gaze shifted to Carter. "Don't worry. She's been faithful to pool boy, hairdresser, if that helps." Carter turned pale. Emily didn't wait for response. Alan's hand in hers marched out past videographer, stopped briefly. "Make sure I get copy of this," she said, signing release for public footage. "Car." Alan finally broke silence. "Where are we going?" "West on 156, Emily replied, typing father's address into GPS. Drive quiet, each mile closer to confrontation long avoided, stayed in wedding dress, more than appearances, mending heart. Arrived, father opened door, disbelief. Emily? Confusion. What's going on? Isn't today your wedding? Daddy, she said softly, tears. I need to talk. Stepped aside, letting them in. Wife Jessica, young daughter Ashley appeared, curious. Jessica, Ashley, this is my daughter Emily, father said, still processing. This is Alan, my fiancé. Emily introduced, turning to father. Deep breath. Couldn't go through with wedding, not without you walking me down aisle. Blamed you for years. Wrong. See that now. Can you forgive me? Emotion welled in father's eyes. Of course, I forgive you. Voice breaking. But what happened? Emily recounted ceremony. Vows couldn't finish, mother's exposure, refusal to proceed without father's blessing. Handing him CD. Please watch this while I change. It'll explain everything. Jessica helped Emily out of dress. Father played video. Room silent as footage captured raw emotions. Halted vows, mother's exposure, refusal without father. Video ended. Ashley broke silence. She really means it. Emily faced father. Can't take vows without you by my side. Mom dishonored you. I followed her lead, leaving you out. You're most honorable man I know. Deserve better. Please walk me down aisle. And Ashley, smile. Want you as bridesmaid. You reminded me what truly matters. Father overwhelmed. Talked for hours, mending years of pain, misunderstanding. Emily ignored barrage of calls from mother, Carter, focused on reconnecting with family. That night, Emily, Allen guest room. Future rooted in truth, love, restored bond with first hero. Emily accepted Carter's party invitation. Last-minute attempts to cancel failed. Night saw him sulking, drink in hand. Later, Michael sent Emily troubling video. Mother trying to speak to Stephen, angrily dismissed as cheating strumpet. Relationship broken. Michael swiftly canceled honeymoon reservations, flights, resorts. 20% cancellation fee still applied. Vacation booked. Emily, Alan spent week at my house. Unexpected visit. Opportunity to reconnect with Emily, meet Alan. Man of integrity, strong values. Initial awkwardness due to ex-wife, kids' lies. Alan saw truth. Bonded further during workshop visits, genuinely interested in my work. Year later, rescheduled wedding, same venue. This time, I honored to walk Emily down aisle. Jessica, Ashley crucial in organizing. Emily, Alan updated wedding party, notably excluding Sarah, Carter. Months of preparation, Emily. I rebuilt relationship. Alan, I grew closer to. Car shows together, vehicles proudly showcased. Jessica's GTO, my truck, Alan's Challenger, Ashley's Firebird. Emily, Alan frequent visitors. Even Michael stopped by occasionally, reconnecting with him, challenging, closer ties to mother. Steady progress. Meanwhile, things fell apart for Sarah, Carter. Carter moved out, filed for divorce, irreconcilable differences. Avoid contentious split, prenuptial agreement penalties. Prenup protected premarital assets. Sarah left marriage little more than house, $50,000. Carter unable to prove he'd used personal funds to buy my share of house, ultimately paying off business loan without benefit. Missed deadline to file divorce on infidelity grounds. Sarah far less than hoped. News of Sarah's affairs spread, damaging reputation. Social circle dwindled. Friends distanced themselves, invitations scarce. Financially struggled, relying solely on Carter's diminishing support. Carter didn't fare much better. $275,000 house buyout, $228,000 wedding, $50,000 divorce settlement. Finances in tatters. Humiliated by Sarah's gossip about perceived shortcomings, withdrew from social life, retreated into solitude. Years followed. Watched Emily, Alan create wonderful life. 3 children, 2 boys, girl. Marriage built on love, trust. Michael found happiness, marrying kind woman, 2 daughters. Emily, Michael seemed to have learned from mistakes witnessed. Neither strayed from partners as far as I knew. Some suggested revenge against Sarah, Carter. Different path. Retaliation not worth legal battles, emotional burden. Focused on fulfilling life. Embraced adage, best revenge living well. Satisfaction in moving forward. Karma seemed to take care of rest, restoring balance in ways I couldn't orchestrate. Surrounded by love, trust once more. Jessica, Ashley, Emily, Michael, central roles in my life. First time in years, genuinely at peace. Ashley's wedding day arrived. She took my hand. "Ready, Daddy?" she asked. No father ever truly ready to let go of daughter. But I was proud to walk her down aisle. Music-filled church stepped forward with confidence. Wife Jessica front row, face radiant pride. I'd join her there after fulfilling precious duty. "Don't worry, Daddy," Ashley whispered, hand reassuring squeeze. "I'm going through with this today, doing it right. First time. My friend, this is the end of the story.